An Army reservist recalls the moment that changed his life.
If I live through this moment, I'm not going to live a life of lie anymore.
Why this soldier says he couldn't stay silent any longer. Headed to a Category 3 storm. Local Army reservist Stephen Snyder-Hill is about to step into the national spotlight again. The book he wrote, Soldier of Change, hits shelves tomorrow. 10 TV's Kristen Hartman has the story new tonight.
It is about his own journey out of the closet and into the forefront of the gay rights movement. He says he hopes it teaches readers to trust the power of their own voice.
It was his first tour in Iraq. Stephen Snyder-Hill was under fire.
And I remember thinking to myself that I'm going to die today, and I've never lived in one day of my life for myself. If I live through this moment, I'm not going to live a life of lie anymore.
In his book, which officially hits store shelves Monday, Stephen writes about how that moment was the catalyst for his coming out in college. But that didn't make serving his country easy. Under Don't Ask, Don't Tell, this Army reservist had to hide who he was and keep his relationship with Josh Snyder-Hill secret, or risk his ability to serve and everything that went with it.
Josh and I, when I got deployed the second time, had to sit under an escalator and say goodbye to each other while all these families were out there hugging goodbye. And we were crying under an escalator because we couldn't, tell people that we were together.
Now they can, because Don't Ask, Don't Tell is no more. It was the continuing push for freedom to love that compelled this private person to take on a very public voice. While serving in Iraq a second time, Stephen recorded a debate question for Republican presidential candidates.
My question is, under one of your presidencies, do you intend to circumvent the progress that's been made for gay and lesbian soldiers in the military?
Some boos from the audience and a candidate's response actually escalated the nationwide discussion on gay rights and prompted Stephen to share his story.
To be able to let people understand what it's like for a gay person to come to terms with themselves. I know that we're changing hearts and minds by telling our story.
His husband is proud of the book. Proud of him.
It allows people to share their story in a little snippet, and maybe it'll empower them to go even further and tell their story in full detail and tell it to a lot of people and make sure that they understand the struggles they're going through.
So what you're saying is knowledge is power.
It really is. It really is.
Actor George Takei wrote the foreword to the book and this personal note to Stephen. It says, "To Steve, a newfound friend who is a change agent of our times." So far, the book is getting good reviews. One reader who picked it up online called it a must-read for anyone trying to make it out of the closet alive and thriving. In the studio, Kristen Hartman.